It's a topic me and my wife talk about in the house all the time. Why? I'm gonna say why in black household. I didn't grow up in a multicultural white household, so I'm gonna just say why in a black household.
Mm-hmm.
Or we taught play sports or go to work for somebody until you can retire, instead of do your due diligence, do whatever you got to do, and go into business for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you look at it, a lot of other nationalities, not a lot of other races, they teach their kids to go in the business for themselves, or they bring them into the family business.
Well, first of all, to answer your question, I'm more of the comedy relief in this segment, so I'm gonna go out and say it's the miseducation of Lauryn Hill. The reason why I made that joke is because it is miseducation. It's a misguideline where we're not taught properly to get ahead, and that comes from generations before, and we repeated the same cycles, and it seemed to work in some places, but everybody doesn't grow to be an athlete, or everybody doesn't make it as a worker all through the course of their life. So why not teach them other things so they can grow to be greater people, greater uses of the culture that they live in? You can get more uses out of a person if they can fix your car than actually just work an assembly line. Maybe he'll own a mechanic shop. Maybe if he cut hair, he'll be like Pete and own the barbershop instead of just cutting in the barbershop. My point is, Mike, we gotta teach our people to be more design built, to be on their own, to be mechanically sound fit, to be on their own.
Yeah, I agree.
We don't teach that. We teach them, like you say, to play a sport or get a job. And if the sport don't work, you can always get a job with Uncle Louie on assembly line.
Sometimes.
I ain't getting on no assembly line. Yes, you
times,
is. Or you ain't living in my damn house.
But a lot of times, if 1 and 2 don't work, you always got 3. You got the street. The streets always they welcome you with open arms.
And that's what it happens if we rebel and say, you can't live in my house. Okay, well, I ain't got to live in your house. Now we on the streets. Probably making more than Papa and Mama put together.
Yeah.
And that's where the miseducation still lies intact. Y'all don't want to teach us nothing but go to work. And some people rebelled, became actual stars.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You couldn't just listen to your mom and dad with everything, or your grandmom and uncle and aunt. Because if you did, you'll be assembly worker, or you be a McDonald's worker.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. You can't learn everything in your household. You got to get out there and make your own mistakes.